Welcome back to Metal on Trial, the show where we take a chance on new music to see if we've just discovered our new favourite band.
One of the best things about being a music fan is that moment when you stumble across an artist you've never heard of, and within seconds you're thinking, where has this band been all my life?
That's exactly what this series is all about. Each week we're going completely blind, listening to the first 60 seconds of new songs. No research, just honest first opinions.
And we want you to have the same experience with us. Maybe we'll all discover a hidden gem today.
On Trial this week we have new music from The Who, Caelestia, Cody, North Sea Echoes, Coven Japan, and Madball.
Court is now in session.
Every now and then a band comes along that completely blows my mind. It was just something so original. That was the case when I first heard The Who a few years ago. Mongolian folk metal band are set to release their third album called Hun. We're going to check out a song called Lost Souls. I'm hoping that this is going to be awesome.
What? I thought it was folk metal. This sounds like pop.
Yeah.
Who's that dude? Isn't the... Alright. Have they got a guest person on here?
Yeah.
It's like he's from the sort of band that we may not like that much.
Yeah.
All right. So I've never heard The Who before. That was my first experience listening to them, and I was pretty excited actually because I've heard of them and I've heard what they do. So having that, I guess he's some guy who's the lead vocalist of some band that I probably wouldn't like. He kind of spoiled it for me, like that experience of what the band do. That I guess it was diluted in a way that incorporated him and his style. It sounded really pop, dancey pop at the start. So I enjoyed it when it sounded like what I think they do, the more kind of heavy guitar and his vocals and that. But yeah. So you being someone who has heard The Who, what's your take on, that?
I was disappointed. There's no way to say it. I was disappointed. And when their first album came out, everyone was like, oh my God, this is so cool. It's heavy, it's unique. There wasn't even a guitar in it in the first song I heard, Wolf Totem. It's just the Mongolian throat singing and just all cool instruments I couldn't even name. And it was just really heavy, really cool, and really unique. But then they're on all these festivals and they're collaborating with all these other bands, and a lot of songs they're coming out with different guest singers, and it's diluting what they do. And it's cool that they're getting a career out of it and they're they're embraced by all these bands, but I liked what they did on their first album because it was so unique. And there was still some elements of it there, but it's just they're becoming another band like everybody else at the moment. What they did originally was cool.
Was what people like them for, not who they collaborate with. Yeah,
exactly. You don't have to become just another American band, which it's disappointing. I'll check out the rest of the album because I do like The Who, and I'd highly recommend checking out their first album, and especially Wolf Totem. That song is fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, disappointing. Hopefully there's more traditional The Who stuff on the album. I will check it out.
Caelestia is a Greek extreme metal band formed in 2013. Originally leaning towards symphonic gothic metal, they have evolved into a guitar-driven ensemble blending modern death metal and melodic black metal. Their latest album is called Revelations in Black, and this is the song Dead Eternal. pretty weird. What is happening?
I've lost my hourglass. I'm late for Days of Our Lives.
I've lost my watch, so I need to carry this around. Oh. Yeah. All right. All right. So weird, confusing video aside, musically, it was. I didn't get a whole lot of black metal. I suppose they're not technically a black metal band. I didn't get symphonic goth, but apparently they moved away from that. Definitely death metal on the more non-melodic side of it, just sort of fairly brutal downtuned death metal. Yeah.
Pretty stock standard. I will credit the singer. I could understand words. Yeah, that's unusual. Yeah, there were definitely words
they weren't too bad. Yeah. I didn't mind them. I think we're both a bit fussy when it comes to harsh vocals. You definitely more so than me. And they didn't sound dime a dozen to me. I could listen to a whole album of those vocals easily. Don't know what it is. Like some harsh vocals, and anyone might think, oh, they just sound the same, but they absolutely don't.
No,
those were.
I need to understand words, even if it's in a different language. It still needs to sound human. It was just incoherent scream and gibberish. And
maybe that's it.
Yeah. After reading the description to this one, I have to say I'm intrigued. I'm interested. This is a Swedish hard rock band formed by vocalist Zinny Zan and guitarist Harry Cody. Now, you might not know this band. I do. They are the founding members of an old band called Shotgun Messiah, who had a couple albums out in the late 80s, early 90s. Now, if you missed that sound like I do of the late 80s, early 90s, that glam rock sound as much as I do, then this should hopefully be along that vein. It could be something completely different. They could have moved in the grunge or something, but hopefully not. Let's have a revival of that tomorrow. So 3, 2, 1, fingers crossed. Oh my God, this better be cool. Oh, reel-to-reel tape on the right.
Is this what the other band sounded like?
Similar. This is a bit more modern production.
Shotgun Mistress. Yeah.
Shotgun Messiah. Okay. Get the chorus, but
almost got to the chorus by the sound of it. That's fine. That was not at all what I was expecting. When you were talking about kind of like glam hard rock from the late 80s, that sounded nothing like that. That was
okay.
It was almost industrial. Almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a bit of that in the guitar tone. I can see where you're getting that, but yeah, like the songwriting and the feel, it's similar to what they used to do, but it's just got that modern, heavier production. And while they were a glam, Shotgun Messiah were like the glam band, they had that moving away from the 80s sound, like about their second album was in 1991. So you got Guns N' Roses around, you got Skid Row. So it was kind of like in that vein.
Right.
So, yeah, I can see how those two they want to do more music together after quite a long time. I don't know much about what happened when they disbanded or what they became afterwards, but it seems like I'm going to get some music out for those two guys and have a bit of a heavier edge being in 2026. But yeah, that was cool. I'm going to check out more of that.
Often it goes the other way. They get a bit softer,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. They sort of reform or create more music. It's a little bit on the more sedate side, but they're going hard, these guys. Awesome.
Yeah, I was impressed.
North Sea Echoes, the progressive project formed by Fate's Warning legends Ray Adler and Jim Mathias, just released their second studio album, How to Cast a Shadow. Building on the electronic melancholic sound, this album is slightly heavier than their 2024 debut and features real drums played by Dennis LaFlang. Today, we're checking out the track, Enjoy the View.
Sunglasses at night.
It's similar to it, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I can hear the real drums.
I like this, haunting melody.
I've had dreams of falling down a black hole in the earth. Even stranger, there's no sound, and it's only getting worse. It doesn't matter. I close my eyes so I can enjoy the view.
Damn.
Wow.
Sometimes it's really hard to turn it off at 60 seconds. Wow.
Yeah. That didn't sound anything like the description of the band. I was expecting some kind of, I don't know, like atmospheric, electronic, depressing,
experimental, avant-garde, dreary.
Yeah. That was really good.
Like, it had the hauntingness, the darkness, but it had some upbeat rhythm. It's got that blend. They nail it. They got that X factor.
Melody. It was just rife with melody, and I loved it. Is that the singer from Fate's Warning? I haven't listened to Fate's Warning for probably 30 years.
I'm really not sure what happened to them. I think I bought their 10th album. It was just FWX, and that was 20 years ago, maybe. And then I'm like, that was like my first time hearing them, and I backtracked after that. And then I don't really know anything that happened to them afterwards. But I'm glad those two are together making music because they're both exceptionally talented musicians. Oh,
I know. Yeah. They were. I mean, they were right up there with Queensryche back in the day when I sort of first heard them. I'm very excited by that. That's cool. Can't wait to hear the rest of that song on the album. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a win. Awesome. Coven Japan. The description of this band certainly sounds like something I'm going to enjoy. They are a Tokyo-based heavy metal band that blend the sound of new wave of British heavy metal with 1980s metal and 70s hard rock. Their music features catchy twin guitar leads, melodic female vocals, and bilingual lyrics combining medieval Japanese and English. So this is going to be cool. I can guarantee it.
Wow.
Maybe I won't guarantee it because it could suck, but we'll find out. Here we go. The album they're going to release is called Promised Land, and the song is called Samurai Rising.
Very old school sound.
Yeah.
There's the twin guitar harmonies. Production sounds old as well.
All
right, wow.
Chorus, I think, but Yeah.
That's okay. I'll go and check out the chorus at some point. You guys should too.
I reckon. When you got a guitar riff like that, I can't imagine hearing that with modern production. The style of the band just screams it needs to be old school. It's just got that whole 70s, 80s blend. It just needs to be captured organically, just to give it the best possible sound of this is the band, this is the musicians playing.
It reminded me of a band that we checked out earlier in the year called Kate's Acid, and they had a really old school sound, and the production on it was pretty old school as well, and they just went together so perfectly. These guys are doing that, and I'm all for it.
Me too. It's cool when you hear a band that just writes good music. It's just catchy and phonic, and it's what metal's all about.
Madball is a seminal New York hardcore band formed in 1988 and originally a side project of Agnostic Front. It was formed when frontman Roger Merritt let his younger brother Freddie sing lead vocals. Today, they are highly regarded pioneers of the beatdown hardcore style. Not being a fan of hardcore, I don't know what that particular style sounds like, but I bet I'm not going to like it. They have just released album number 10, and from it, this is the single Tethered.
Came from that hard knock school you know well. If you don't, soon you will. But tall tales come a dime a dozen. The tales that I'll tell cost nothing. True stories aren't bought or sold. True glory's yearn to behold. Stock memories remind the soul. Humility is like gold. Facts. Too much time for the devil, 2+5. That's how many
Singer looks like he'll come up and try and bum $2 off you at the bus.
And a ciggy.
Or something. Yeah. Yeah, that was really not my thing in any way. Musically, vocally, lyrically, like it just didn't tick any boxes for me. So yeah, I know that they've been around for ages and clearly have a strong fan base, but I am not on that base.
Yeah, not something I'd listen to. I would give it credit simply because it does sound, it's organic, it's got actual instruments, can understand what the guy's saying, just not my style of music that I would listen to. It is better than some stuff that comes out there. Not avant-garde. They actually wrote a song and it's produced pretty well, but yeah, it's just not my thing. And that's it for another Metal on Trial. This is why we love doing this show. Each week is a chance to step outside our comfort zone and discover some new bands that we might not have heard otherwise. And hopefully we introduced you to some incredible new bands as well.
Whether you agreed with our verdicts or not, we hope at least one of today's bands has earned a spot on your playlist.
Now we want to hear from you. Which one of these bands and songs grabbed you in the first 60 seconds? Which one deserves a deeper dive?
If you enjoyed hanging out with us, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to The Devil Made Us Do It, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss next week's search for more amazing music.
Thanks for watching, stay loud, and until next time, we'll see you in the darkness. That's exactly what this series is all about. Each week... fucking...
That's all, folks.